I know the battle you've been facing. I see the weight on your shoulders, the way your heart has grown tired from carrying what feels unending. You've been praying, pressing forward, doing your best to stand, yet it feels as if the storm only grows stronger. And deep down you've wondered, Lord, are you even here? Do you see me? Do you care? Hear me now. I am here. I have always been here. Even when you couldn't feel my presence, my hands were still holding you. Even when the darkness surrounded you, I was the light that would not be extinguished. Even when you thought you were alone, I was standing between you and the enemy. You may not see it, but I have been fighting for you. When the enemy came in like a flood, I lifted up a standard against him. Isaiah 59:19. When he tried to write the end of your story, I tore the page and rewrote it with my promises. When he whispered lies to your heart, I covered you with truth. I have been shielding you from battles you didn't even know were waged against you. I have been dismantling traps before you stepped into them. I have been silencing voices that would have crushed your spirit. I have been fighting in the unseen places where your eyes cannot go, but where my power reigns. You have cried, "Why is it taking so long?" But my timing is not your timing. My thoughts are higher than your thoughts. My ways are higher than your ways. Isaiah 55:8-9. There are victories I am preparing for you that require the battle to last a little longer, not to harm you, but to strengthen you, to shape you, to make you ready to carry the blessing without it breaking you. Remember my servant Daniel. From the moment he prayed, his words were heard, yet for 21 days the answer was delayed because of a spiritual battle in the unseen. Daniel 10:12-13. If I heard Daniel the first time, do you think I have not heard you? If I sent help to him, do you think I will not send help to you? You see only the ground you're standing on, but I see the whole battlefield. I see the arrows the enemy has aimed your way, and I have raised my shield over you. I see the traps set in your path, and I have rerouted your steps. I see the weapons formed against you, and I have already declared that they will not prosper. Isaiah 54:17. There have been nights you've thought I can't make it through this one, yet here you are. Not because the storm was small, but because my hand was mighty. Not because the enemy was weak, but because I am stronger. Not because you were without wounds, but because I carried you through them. You've asked, Lord, why not just take away the battle? And I could. I am able. But there are victories you cannot see, yet victories that come not just when the fight ends, but in how you learn to stand in the middle of it. There is a strength being born in you now that cannot be taken away. The enemy is trying to break you, but I am using the very pressure meant to destroy you to forge you into a warrior of unshakable faith. My child, you are not weak because you feel weary. Even my son, on the night he was betrayed, prayed in agony until his sweat was like drops of blood. And yet he overcame. You are not less because you feel fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is standing when fear tries to push you down. And you are still standing. You don't see all the ways I've gone ahead of you. But trust me, I have gone before you to prepare the way. The Red Sea did not part when my people stood still on the shore. It parted when they stepped forward in faith. So keep stepping. Even if it's one trembling step at a time, keep moving toward me. For every step you take, I am already in the next one waiting for you. I am your defender, your advocate, your deliverer. I am the one who fights for you when you have no strength left to fight for yourself. I am the one who speaks peace into the storm and commands the waves to be still. I am the one who sees the enemy's plans before they form and dismantles them before they touch you. So do not fear. Do not give in to the thought that you are losing. You are not losing. You are being led from glory to glory, victory to victory, even if the victory is being written in ways you cannot yet read. The battle may still be raging, but the outcome is already settled. I have overcome the world, John 16:33, and because you are mine, you will overcome too. My beloved, if only you could see what I see, if only your eyes could glimpse the armies of heaven that surround you right now, if only you could see the enemy's plans falling apart before they even touch you. You would not fear the darkness, you would worship in the middle of it. Do you remember Elisha's servant? He woke up to find an army surrounding the city, and terror filled his heart. But I opened his eyes, and he saw that the hills were full of horses and chariots of fire all around. 2 Kings 6:15-17. My child, what I did for him, I have done for you. Even when you think you are surrounded by the enemy, you are actually surrounded by me. The enemy has tried to whisper in your ear, you're losing, you're unprotected, you're alone. But those are lies forged in fear. The truth is that I have placed my angels around you. They stand watch when you sleep. They go before you when you rise. They guard every side so that nothing touches you without first passing through my permission. You've been asking me for proof that I am still working, but faith is trusting even when you don't see the proof yet. And I promise you, this nothing escapes my sight. Nothing surprises me. I see every attack before it forms, and I see every way through before you even ask for rescue. The enemy's greatest tactic is to convince you to give up before you see the victory. He knows he cannot win against my power, so he tries to convince you to stop standing. But I am telling you now, stand firm. Put on the full armor I've given you. Ephesians 6:11. Wear truth like a belt, righteousness like a breastplate, and faith like a shield that stops every flaming arrow. Let salvation guard your mind, and my word be your sword. You are not defenseless. You are armed with heaven's weapons. I am not asking you to fight alone. I am fighting for you in realms you cannot see. When you pray, you are not sending words into the air. You are sending weapons into battle. When you worship in the middle of the storm, the enemy's grip is broken. When you stand on my promises, the ground beneath you becomes unshakable. You may not see the shift yet, but it is happening. The waters are parting. The prison doors are unlocking. The giants are falling. And when the victory is revealed, you will say, "It was the Lord who fought for me all along." You are not just surviving this, you are being strengthened in it. I am building a faith in you that the enemy cannot steal. I am shaping a testimony in you that will set others free, and I am doing it even now, even when you can't see it. My child, I know how long you've been waiting for the answer. I know the nights you've wondered if your prayers are echoing back empty. But I tell you, every word you've spoken to me has been heard. Not one prayer has been lost. They rise before me like incense, Revelation 5:8, and I hold them close until the perfect moment to release the answer. Do not mistake my silence for absence. Do not mistake my timing for neglect. I am never late, and I am never indifferent. What you call a delay, I call divine alignment. What you see as stillness is often the moment before the walls fall down. Remember Jericho? For 6 days, my people walked in silence, not seeing a single stone move, But on the seventh day, the sound of their obedience shook the ground, and the walls came crashing down. Joshua 6:15-20. Your obedience, your prayers, your persistence are shaking the walls around you, even if you cannot see the cracks yet. I have promised that no weapon formed against you will prosper. Isaiah 50:17. It may form, but it will not succeed. It may roar, but it will not devour. It may rise up against you, but it will fall in my presence. The enemy thought the cross was the end of my son's mission, but it was only the beginning. On the third day, the stone rolled away, and death itself was defeated. That same resurrection power is working in your life right now, Romans 8:11. It is breathing life into the places you thought were dead. It is reviving hope where you thought hope could not live again. And when I move, the change will not be small. It will be unmistakable. You will know that it was I, the Lord your God, who fought for you. You will see with your own eyes that I have turned the tide in your favor. But I am not only after the victory you can see, I am after the transformation you will carry. Because when you walk out of this battle, you will not be the same. Your faith will be deeper. Your worship will be stronger. Your testimony will be sharper. And the authority in your voice will be a weapon against the darkness. You will say, if God was for me, then He is for me now. If He delivered me, then He will deliver me again. And the next time the storm comes, you will not tremble, you will remember. So hold fast, my beloved. Keep your eyes on me. The battle is mine. The victory is certain. And soon you will see it with your own eyes. My child, the enemy has tried to convince you that this is the end, but it is not. What feels like the breaking point is often the birthing point. I am bringing something forth that you cannot yet see, something greater than the pain, stronger than the fear, and more beautiful than anything the enemy tried to destroy. You will not leave this battle empty-handed. You will leave with spoils, with wisdom, with deeper faith, with authority in prayer, with a heart that beats in rhythm with mine. You will leave with a testimony that will shake the faith of the weary and open the eyes of the blind. You will leave knowing that your God is a warrior who fights for His children. I have never lost a battle, not in heaven, not on earth, not in your life. The same God who split the Red Sea, shut the mouths of lions, and raised the dead is the God who stands beside you now. Yes, the fight has been long. Yes, the nights have been heavy. Yes, the waiting has tested you. But you will see my goodness in the land of the living. Psalm 27:13. You will taste the victory I have already written into your story, and you will know it was not your strength that carried you, but my hand. So rise, my beloved, lift your head, shake off the dust of defeat. The war is already won. The accuser has already been silenced. The chains have already been broken. I am fighting for you even now, even here, even in the moments when your heart feels too tired to believe. And I will keep fighting until you stand in the fullness of every promise I have spoken over your life. Do not fear the next step, for I go before you. Do not fear the unknown, for nothing is unknown to me. Do not fear the battle, for the battle belongs to the Lord. 2 Chronicles 20:15. I am your refuge. I am your fortress. I am your deliverer. And I am not finished. When the story is told, it will not be about the size of the battle, it will be about the greatness of your God. And the world will see that you did not stand alone. You stood with me. So take my hand, breathe in my peace, and know this beyond all doubt: I am fighting for you, even now, even when you can't see it. My child, rest your heart now. The weight you've been carrying is not yours to bear alone. It never was. Long before the burden touched your shoulders, I was preparing the strength to carry you through. Long before the enemy formed the weapon, I was already shaping the shield that would stop it. Long before you felt the first sting of the battle, I had already declared, "This one belongs to me." You have not been abandoned to figure this out on your own. I have walked with you through every shadowed valley. I have stood guard over your life when you didn't even know the danger. I have whispered peace over you in the middle of the chaos, and I have commanded storms to be still for your sake. I know there are moments when you wish you could see what I see, the full picture, the reason behind every delay, the purpose in every pain. But if you saw it all now, you would not need faith. And I am teaching you the kind of faith that holds fast even when the answers are not yet in sight. For blessed is the one who has not seen and yet believes, John 20:29. There will come a day when you will look back and see my fingerprints on every chapter, in the victories and the tears, in the seasons you thought were wasted. You will realize that every step, even the ones that felt like detours, were leading you deeper into my plan. You may have thought I was still, but I have been moving in ways the enemy could never detect. I have been closing the mouths of those who speak harm. I have been untying knots you didn't know existed. I have been removing obstacles long before you reached them. I have been softening hearts you will one day need favor from. And my fight for you does not stop here. I will continue to go before you, making crooked places straight. Isaiah 45:2. I will continue to place my angels around you to guard you in all your ways. Psalm 91:11. I will continue to strengthen you with power through my Spirit in your inner being. Ephesians 3:16. So do not be afraid of what tomorrow holds. Tomorrow is already in my hands. Do not let your heart be troubled, and do not be afraid. John 14:27. I will be the same God tomorrow that I am today, faithful, unchanging, and ever present. Now walk forward, knowing this: you are never unprotected. You are never forgotten. You are never alone. And when the final story is told, it will be clear you didn't survive because you were lucky. You overcame because I was fighting for you every step of the way. So breathe in peace, my beloved. Breathe out the fear. And remember, even now, even here, even in the places you cannot see, I am fighting for you, my child. Rest your heart now. The weight you've been carrying is not yours to bear alone. It never was. Long before the burden touched your shoulders, I was preparing the strength to carry you through. Long before the enemy formed the weapon, I was already shaping the shield that would stop it. Long before you felt the first sting of the battle, I had already declared, "This one belongs to me." You have not been abandoned to figure this out on your own. I have walked with you through every shadowed valley. I have stood guard over your life when you didn't even know the danger. I have whispered peace over you in the middle of the chaos, and I have commanded storms to be still for your sake. I know there are moments when you wish you could see what I see, the full picture, the reason behind every delay, the purpose in every pain. But if you saw it all now, you would not need faith. And I am teaching you the kind of faith that holds fast even when the answers are not yet in sight. For blessed is the one who has not seen and yet believes, John 20:29. There will come a day when you will look back and see my fingerprints on every chapter, in the victories, in the tears, in the seasons you thought were wasted. You will realize that every step, even the ones that felt like detours, were leading you deeper into my plan. You may have thought I was still, but I have been moving in ways the enemy could never detect. I have been closing the mouths of those who speak harm. I have been untying knots you didn't know existed. I have been removing obstacles long before you reached them. I have been softening hearts you will one day need favor from, and my fight for you does not stop here. I will continue to go before you, making crooked places straight. Isaiah 45:2. I will continue to place my angels around you to guard you in all your ways. Psalm 91:11. I will continue to strengthen you with power through my Spirit in your inner being. Ephesians 3:16. So do not be afraid of what tomorrow holds. Tomorrow is already in my hands. Do not let your heart be troubled, and do not be afraid. John 14:27. I will be the same God tomorrow that I am today, faithful, unchanging, and ever present. Now walk forward, knowing this: you are never unprotected. You are never forgotten. You are never alone. And when the final story is told, it will be clear you didn't survive because you were lucky you overcame, because I was fighting for you every step of the way. So breathe in peace, my beloved. Breathe out the fear. And remember, even now, even here, even in the places you cannot see, I am fighting for you, my child. When you walk from this moment, carry this truth deep within you. You are not walking alone. Every step you take is covered by my presence. Every breath you draw is sustained by my Spirit. Every path you travel has already been seen, prepared, and secured by my hand. Do not measure your future by the shadows you see today. Do not measure your strength by how you feel in this moment. Do not measure my love by your circumstances. I am greater than your present trial, and I am faithful beyond your understanding. If the night feels long, remember the sun still rises. If the fight feels endless, remember every battle has an appointed end. If your heart feels faint, remember I give strength to the weary and power to the weak. Isaiah 40:29. There will come a day sooner than you think when you will look back and see that every sleepless night, every hidden tear, and every desperate prayer became part of a testimony that could not have been written any other way. You will tell the story, and others will find hope. You will speak my name, and others will find life. You will stand in victory and know that it was not your own hand that won the battle, but mine. So now rest. Lay down the weight of trying to understand everything. Release the pressure to fix what only I can heal. Open your hands so I can fill them with the peace, courage, and strength you will need for the road ahead. You are not behind. You are not losing time. You are right where I can reach you, shield you, and lead you forward, and I will not fail you. Remember this always: I am your God, I am your protector, I am your provider, I am your defender, and I am fighting for you, even now, even here, even when you can't see it, my beloved. As you leave this moment, I want you to know this truth cannot be shaken. I have gone before you, I walk beside you, and I guard behind you. The road ahead will not always be smooth, but it will always be mine. And if it is mine, it is safe for you. You may still feel the weight of unanswered questions, but you will no longer carry them alone. You may still see the shadows, but you will walk knowing that my light cannot be overcome. You may still hear the roar of the enemy, but you will remember that the Lion of Judah roars louder. Let this be written on the tablets of your heart. I am not absent in your battle. I am present in your every breath. I am not watching from afar. I am intervening in ways you cannot yet imagine. When your knees feel weak, remember that I am your strength. When your voice feels silent, remember that I am your song. When your faith feels small, remember that I am faithful enough for both of us. I am not just the God of victory at the end of the fight. I am the God who stands with you in the middle of it. The battle is mine. The outcome is mine. The glory will be mine. And yet, the victory will be yours to walk in. The peace will be yours to hold. The joy will be yours to overflow into others. So go forward now, not in fear, but in faith. Not with your eyes on the storm, but with your gaze fixed on me. And every time doubt tries to speak, silence it with this truth: my God is fighting for me, even when I can't see it. Now rest, my child. You are safe. You are loved. You are mine.